Alright, this here is an old legacy gateway mini computer. That's what the back looks like, and you can see the model number there, FLEXATXSTC Bro Essential 933C model. And it's got, that's the power supply, that's the 3 USB ports in the back, VGA for the monitor, and your microphone, speaker, whatever else. Here's your Ethernet, and I think that's another Ethernet there. Now on either side of the computer case, it's got these tabs here, one here and one on the other side. These have to be pushed in order to take the case cover off. Now on the front, that's your CD player. There's the on-off switch. It's got 2 more USB ports here, floppy drive, and there's a piece missing in front here. You can see this shadow. There's like a cover that goes in the front here that's missing. So in order to get this thing open up, I have to take this front cover off. In here, you gotta press down on that tab, and over here, that tab. Then this pulls forward and this comes off. The clips are on top here. So let me see if I can do that one-handed. Alright, to open it up, I'm going to put this screwdriver in here and push this tab up. I don't know if you can see that in there. Push that up and pull this out. So that's up, and this other one here. And this comes out. See these tabs on the top there, and that's the bottom one. So once I got that off, then the next thing to do is push in these 2 tabs and pull this forward. So this is out now, and that's what it looks like. And this is the inside. To get access to the motherboard and anything else around here, this has to be lifted up. See, that's the back. That's all the components in here. This here, push this in, and then this lifts up. There you go. It's IDE with a ribbon cable. That's the hard drive here. See? This is where the hard drive is. That's a 10 gig hard drive, by the way. That's your 2 RAM chips here. One, two slots. And this is your CPU and cooler fan incorporated with the power supply. This is a 2-in-1. This little funnel here acts as the cooling for the CPU here, and it just pops off from the front here. This comes off. That's it there. With these two tabs on the other side. That's the fan for the power supply, and it's also cooling off this here. I'll show you what these chips look like now. It's 256 megabyte PC133 SD RAM. And the other one it's at 256 as well. So it's just a half a gig RAM in this computer. Let me put these back and I'll show you the hard drive. I wanted to show you the notches. Notice the one notch there and one notch there. On the slot, the notch goes there and there. So this would go in here. That goes in there. And same thing with the other one. The notch here and the notch here goes in to the slots. So there, the two RAM sticks are back in. And let's take a look at the hard drive. Very basic power supply, just a few cable connectors. This one here is for the floppy drive. Let me show you something right now. See, the floppy drive plugs in here on the motherboard. See this cable, it's straight. Now the other end that goes in to the floppy drive, notice this here, this twist, that end, this end with a twist is for the floppy drive unit. This doesn't go here and this doesn't go here. It has to be aligned this way only. Master. And that's where the cable gets secured. So the blue goes here, and that's the hard drive. And this other one is for the CD player. That goes here. Now let's look at the hard drive. Here's your hard drive. Western Digital WD100, 10 gigabyte. That's all there is. Now this goes back in. Notice this here and this. So it has to go in. It has to go in to these two slots. Here and here, and there's one on the other side here. So it goes in and drops down. Like that. So that's in. I'll hook up this back again and we'll power it up. And that's your CMOS battery, keep alive battery here. Straight up. See that? That's the Ethernet card here. Here's the CMOS battery. There, it's straight up this way. This is going to go over here and close down, snap down. There you go. and this is gonna just slide back over there. That's in there, and the front is going to go back in. Goes in this way first, from here. Some of those tabs there, and there, 3 tabs. They go into that hole, and then it folds down. Alright, so that's back together again. I'll hook up the power and the monitor and see how it works. And that's the main screen. Let me hook up some speakers and you'll see what it sounds like. Alright, so I got speakers hooked up, and this is one of the built-in music pieces. Let's see what it sounds like. You can see how long it takes. That's 933 megahertz processor. Has to think twice before it does anything. Alright, so that's your sound. So yeah, close that out. It still took a little while before it stopped. That's all the different stuff it's got on control panel. XP Service Pack 3. Intel Pentium 3 processor, 934 MHz, 512 megabytes of RAM. Alright. Not much else to show you here. Free space 3.26 gigabytes, total space 9.31 gigabyte. That's the C drive. Alright, that's about it, man. Thanks for watching, guys. Trip back in time. Trip down memory lane. Compared to what we got nowadays. Oh yeah, let me show you this. That's the CD drive. Actually, let me show you what a floppy looks like. Hang on a minute. Got a floppy case here from a long time ago with a bunch of floppies, and this is what a 3.5 inch floppy disk looks like. It's all mechanical. Put it in there. Once you put it in, this pops out, so when you press this, it pops out again. That's how you get it out. Nothing happens. You're gonna have to actually go into any folder. Let me see, go to my computer, and you see here 3.5 inch floppy. That's drive A. Double click on that, and then It'll read. You see that pops up? Hear it reading there. With the green light on, that means the motor is spinning. And that's all the stuff that's on it here. That's my Windows 98 boot floppy. These are all the apps and programs for it. Alrighty, so that's about that. Check it out. There's not much more to see here. Very basic computer, first generation. So what I'll probably do is I'll take out that 10 gig and I'll put this 80 gig in. That way I could load up some more programs for them before I give it away. Alright, take care guys, thanks for watching, bye now.